Nobody wants to get united. Like, what we gotta do is meet everybody on 149th Street at the bench.
So, letter distortions, letter distortions, letter distortions. People are like, what's that? Oh my god, I'm about to learn something in this video. Yes, you are. And it's an advanced technique in graffiti, so newer graffiti artists are not going to be able to pull this off. This is more for very experienced graffiti artists. However, before we can talk about letter distortions, we gotta define it first, right? Because we gotta let people know what it is. So there's three different terminologies we have to go over before we can define letter distortions, and that is basic structure, variant structure, and base structure. Basic structure is just your ABCs, 1, 2, 3s like you learned in elementary school, kindergarten. That's your basic structure. These are the letters in their most basic print font form. That's it. Simple as that. For example, think of your basic capital R that has 3 boxes. You have the vertical box, you have the round box called a bowl, and then from there you have the leg. That's a 3-box basic structure R. Variant structures are different structures for letters, still in simple form, even though they're slightly more advanced. Now, one single letter can have a bunch of variant structures that are written in stone. If we take a look at one of the R's many variant structures, you'll have something like the 4-box R. You have a 2-box bowl, and then you have a 1-box leg. But hold up, there's a problem with this. Not all letters have variant structures. For example, capital H and O. These do not have variant structures. There is only the basic structure. If you change these letters to any amount, the style threshold goes up too high, and as a result, it's considered a letter distortion. So letter distortion simply refers to the added or subtracted structure to the base structure that you did. If you take away too many boxes, or if you add too many boxes, you can break the letter. The example I'll give you, really basic examples here. If I take a capital E, which has 4 boxes, the 1 vertical, and then the 3 horizontal, if I take away the bottom box, that's doing letter distortion, and I've broken the letter because now it's an F. Or if we take an R, for example, if we have an R and I take away the circular part on the top, that's letter distortion, and it now broke the letter. Because that's not even a letter at that point. And the same happens if we add structures once again. If we have an R and we add 6 additional boxes to it, well, that's gonna break the letter. That's not gonna look like an R by the end of it. So there is a window of opportunity for style, but then if you go too far, you can certainly destroy the letter. Letter distortion does not and never refers to extensions. Extensions are not part of the letter. Extensions are an extension of the letter, and these are not letter structure. So these are not letter distortions. And letter distortions is where you get base structures. Now, base structure refers to the letter structure you began with before adding letter distortions to the letter. So if we look at a wild style, that wild style is either going to have a basic structure or a variant structure underneath all of that style. Whichever one it has, that's the wild style's base structure. That's pretty much everything you have to know about letter distortions for now. This topic gets way more in depth, trust me. That's pretty much it for the video, guys. Hopefully it's talked about some advanced technique in graffiti. If you feel like you learned something in this video, be sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments down below. Hitting that like button really does help out these videos reach a new audience, and I greatly appreciate it. And for those of you guys who are new here, if you're first time viewers, be sure to subscribe, become part of this community. I have the most credible information on graffiti you can possibly find online. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time, but until then, peace.